Welcome all. Today we will learn about physical layer security. This physical layer security is a hot topic nowadays because it has several advantages as compared to other security techniques. So we'll start with the what is physical layer security. So physical layer security is a method that developed from information theory and explores the basic characteristics of the channel to achieve perfect secrecy. Now the attributes of the channel between the legitimate transmitter and legitimate receiver are used to enhance the security. In addition to that, the presence of variety in the parameters of the mobile transmitters and the receiver during the fabrication process is also exploited. So this physical layer security came from this information theory, and this characteristics of channel between the legitimate transmitter and receiver, and the parameters of the mobile transmitter and receivers are explored to secure the system. And this in this channel we have the several parameters which we can use to secure the system. So we'll see it and what are those parameters and how we can use them. So before study that, let us go for the basic model of physical layer security. And this is the basic PLS model, physical layer security model, in which we have a legitimate transmitter. This Alice is a legitimate transmitter and Bob is legitimate receiver. And we have a eavesdropper here who just try to listen or try to track this message X. So Alice want to transmit this message X to Bob, and this Eve is a eavesdropper. This is intruder who want to get this message X. This is the channel. This channel is channel between the. This is called as a legitimate channel. Okay, and this is the intruder channel or the eavesdropper channel. You can say that. This is the response channel response. This is the noise added in the eavesdropper channel. This is the channel response of legitimate channel. This is the noise added in this legitimate channel. So all Alice transmit a signal, Bob receive that signal, and we have to design a system in which this eavesdropper would not able to get the information about the signal X. Okay, so before studying this, we have to see the where we can at what level we can provide the security any technology. So we can divide our system in different layers. So we have the first upper layer is the application layer, in which we provide this end-to-end encryption. This is the one of the classical and the famous security technique. At the transport layer we have the secure socket technology. The network layer we can have the strategies of VPN. At the data link layer we can secure the MAC. Now the topic we are discussing is having the physical layer at the lowest layer. So at this lower layer we may have this physical layer security. Now if you see this diagram, all upper layers use this physical layer to communicate with the real world. To connect with the real world, this physical layer is used. So again, the security at this layer is crucial, especially in this emerging technologies or upcoming technologies like IoT, machine to machine communication, vehicular communication, and that so many technologies are emerging nowadays, in which we have to secure this physical layer. Now the security technique which is very famous, and this is the biggest technique, that is end-to-end encryption. So this end-to-end encryption, let us study this end-to-end encryption. in which particular data, let us say this data ABC, is encrypted with the help of particular key, and that key have a particular length. Let us say in particular algorithm it is 128 bit. ABC is particular data that is encrypted with the help of key. We may also have this particular algorithm for that, for encryption, and that data is transmitted, and at this receiver it is decrypted with the help of same key or a different key. I am not going in the detail of that, but that key at the receiver may be same or different, and this particular algorithm is used to decrypt again. As for the encryption we have used some algorithm, and after decryption the data is received. Okay, now this end-to-end encryption, this classical technique, and it has several drawbacks, because these emerging technologies are challenging this end-to-end encryption techniques. Okay, so the limitation of these classical security techniques provide this open the door for physical layer security, and this drawbacks of classical technologies may be the advantages for physical layer security. So let us start this key management and the distribution is now in end-to-end encryption we have seen that a particular key is used for a particular user. Single user, we have to use a particular key. Now if this number of users are large, number of users is large, and this heterogeneity is also large. Heterogeneity is also large. Heterogeneous networks, because if you take the examples that in your houses or nearby, your laptop is connected with the Wi-Fi for accessing the internet, even your mobile phones are connected with the Wi-Fi, even the smart devices like Alexa or Google Mini, okay, your smart TVs are connected. So there are several types of the devices, so that is called as a heterogeneous devices, different devices with the different capabilities, and the large number of devices are connected. So the key management and the distribution is very difficult if we have large number of users. In addition to that, they are heterogeneous. So this problem can be solved by this PLS. We will see that. Perfect secrecy. So perfect secrecy is a higher secrecy that a particular technology can achieve, and this end-to-end encryption or the classical technique cannot achieve perfect secrecy, but this physical layer security can. Although we have to sacrifice something, but it can achieve the perfect secrecy, because some trade-off will be there. If you want to increase a particular thing, if you want to increase the secrecy, you have to sacrifice some other thing. We will discuss it. Then the quantum computers and the code breaking algorithms. Now this after the introduction of this quantum computer, and we have so many code breaking algorithms which have developed. So this end-to-end encryption or classical technique is facing the challenge. So that's why we require another technique which can just enhance the security to another level. So PLS may be one of that technology. Power limitation and processing restrictions. So these emerging technologies like this IoT, machine to machine communication, okay, and this vehicular communication. Now they require this power constrained techniques to secure the system. Like in this end-to-end encryption, we require processing at the transmitter as well as at the receiver, because you have to encrypt this your data and at the transmitter, and at the receiver you have to decrypt it. So processing will be required. That will this waste the power, and this processing restrictions is also there in IoT, you know that. So that's why this PLS, physical layer security, can be a advantage. Okay, now mathematical provable secrecy. Now in this cryptography techniques, you say that okay, that algorithm is secure, but how much secure? There is no measurement, no mathematical measurement. Okay, how much secure? No measurement. But this physical layer security, as it extracted from the information theories, so you can have several formulas. On the basis of that, you can calculate, okay, that much is your system is secure. We will see different secrecy matrices. On the basis of that, we can say that our system is secure. The diversity of the parameters, we have several parameters. So channel between this legitimate transmitter and the receiver, we have so many parameters. We will see that we have so many parameters that can be used in the physical layer security. In addition to that, you can use this parameters of the transmitter and the receiver, hardware parameter. Real world communication with the help of, we have already discussed it, because this physical layer is the lowest layer and that is connected with the real world. So all the upper layers of this layer system will connect with the real world with the help of this physical layer. So this security of this layer is must. So that's why we use this physical layer security. So we have already discussed that attributes of the channel is used or exploited to secure this physical layer, to provide the physical layer security. So the first attribute is the receive signal strength. Okay, and the power spectral density, carrier frequency offset, channel frequency response, channel state information, channel power delay profile. So we have already discussed that a transmitter receiver attributes also exploited for physical layer security, and these attributes are turn on transient phase of the signal, power amplifier imperfections, magnitude and the phase errors, IQ imbalance, DC offset, clock offset. So all these parameters, one of these parameter or this 2 or 3 parameters can be used to secure the system. Okay, so all these parameters are physical parameters. Sometimes we can use these more than one parameters. If you use machine learning with this physical layer security, you can have more than 2 or 3 parameters at the same time. Now we have so many types of the physical layer security. We have so many systems that can provide the physical layer security. Okay, so some of them are secret key generation and distribution. So these parameters which we have already discussed, they can be used to generate the secret key or even distribute the secret key. So this physical layer parameters are used. That is called as the physical layer key generation, and the distribution is also there. Okay, key distribution is also there. Physical layer authentication, that may be possible. That's true. That's a hot topic nowadays. Antenna selections, and that can be a case in the MIMO if you have so many antennas. Okay, so on the basis of these channel parameters, we can select the best antenna, which is more secure. Okay, and this beamforming and precoding is also there. Actually, beamforming and precoding is a basic types of the physical layer security, because channel parameters are used there to secure the system. Cooperative communication is there. Now this is a big topic now, cooperative communication. In this topic we have several parts of this. Okay, so relaying is there. Now if the distance between the transmitter and the receiver is very large, so you can use a relay between this transmitter and the receiver. So relaying is there. The relay can be used to secure the system. Okay, you can use it for secrecy. Then artificial noise addition is also there. Artificial noise injection is also there. Okay, Sometimes this is also called this relay is also used as a jammer. Okay, although this is artificial, this noise injection is also a jammer type of the jammer, so that can be a part. Now this IRS is also there, intelligent reflective surfaces are also there, that is also a relay. Okay, so actually we have only two this categories, relaying and IR injection. This relaying also cover this jammer or IARs. Okay, you need not to write this jammer and the IR separately. Okay, this is only to demonstrate you that is also there. Okay, now next is resource allocation is over there to secure the system. Then modulation for secrecy is there. We have so many other techniques, modulation techniques, which is here to secure the system. Okay, then secure waveform design is also there. Then at last we have a coding. Okay, that's information theory and coding. So coding, we also have this polar codes, lattice code, and so many coding techniques are there, which is under this physical layer security. Next is actually detail of this will be discussed in the next video, but here we are providing the secrecy matrices for physical layer security. And the first is the secrecy rate. This is the famous one. Secrecy capacity, equivocation rate, interception probability, probability of strictly positive secrecy capacity, secrecy outage probability, ergodic secrecy capacity, average secrecy outage duration, amount of secrecy loss. Okay, so these are the secrecy matrices. So we will derive the relation for these secrecy matrices, these parameters or the matrices in detail in the coming video. So thank you, thanks for watching.